Friends, welcome back to the channel. To recap, so far we have already analyzed weak session IDs in DVWA at low and medium secret levels. As we have already seen, at the low secret level, session IDs are using simple incremental numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And at medium secret level, it looks more complex. Such IDs are using timestamp based values. Do you remember? The application uses time function of PHP to convert date and time to timestamp. So now let's look at the high secret level, where things appear much more complex but still are vulnerable. So now let's get started. We can access the DVWA application first. We can use a new private window and access local DVWA admin password. And we can set the secret level to high, submit. And then we can navigate to weak sessions IDs. So as before, there is one button, generate, and to see what's going on exactly in terms of session ID, we can open developer 2 of browser and navigate to storage tab. For now, there is no key value pair for this part, although there are 2 key value pairs already. But after we log into the DVWA, and these 2 key values will be generated automatically. So how about we click this button and then check the cookie? You see, you will notice a new key value pair is generated. And this time, the value looks much more complex. We can copy. A very long string. Maybe I can, so how long we can copy? Yes, so the 2 letters. So now let's go back to the DVWA and click this button again. And this time we got a different value. Paste over here. Unlike medium secret level or the low secret level, this time these 2 values are almost totally different. We cannot notice any pattern here. So how about we click the button one more time. Yes, indeed. I cannot see any pattern in these 3 values. So at the first glance, these session IDs look more secure and no visible pattern. However, let's dig deeper. Let's dive into a deeper, okay? If we have already done a lot of CTF machines, I think such a string looks a bit familiar. As a matter of fact, they are MD5 hash value. Okay? And I think we can use like John the Ripper, Hijacking to try to decode or to decrypt. But here I'm going to use online service crack station to decrypt. Crack station. And we can copy the first value. Crack hashes. Yeah, the result is 1. Although, the value itself is very complex and a bit long, 32 letters. The original value is 1, okay? So maybe I can put over here. And next we can try to decrypt the second value. Crack hashes. So this is 2. So if we are not alone, the third value should be 3. We need to find the cars, verify, crack hashes. 3. So this is what we found. These 3 values, although they look very different without any visible pattern, they are just empty values of a sequential numbers 1, 2, 3. So what's happening here? I think the application is doing something like take a number like from 1, 2, 3, in order sequential. The first user, the second user, and apply MD5 hashing algorithm, and then store the hash value as the session ID. So this looks secure, but it's not. Why? Because MD5 is a weak hashing algorithm, and we can very quickly decrypt it using, for example, like online service, or use the John Ripper hashcat. And another very important weakness of this way, or this session ID generation mechanism, is that the input values are still predictable 1, 2, 3, 4. So attackers or potential attackers can pre-compute hashes and put into the browser, and the cookie would be sent to the application, and by this way attackers can impersonate valid users. Okay. Also, if we go back to the DVWA and check its source code, and to confirm, yes, indeed, it's using MD5 function of PHP. Okay. So now, I think important lesson we have already found is that hashing doesn't mean security if your input is predictable and sequential. Okay. So I think I think that's all for this video. I think the key takeaway for you is security is not about hiding patterns. It's about emulating predictability. Okay. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. If you found this helpful, please like the video, comment it, and subscribe to my channel. And in the future videos, we will explore more real-world vulnerabilities and how to exploit them safely. See you next time.